And we're back again. Hello again! It's me, the man with an upload schedule so inconsistent I am a blush, I suppose.
Take it easy.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Long enough for Genshin 4.0 to just drop. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I have not started anything yet, but this here certainly looks very promising. So that's what we're going to be busy with today.
Take it easy.
Although, hold on a second. I did hear that there was a change in the party screen. I haven't looked at it yet. Holy shit, this is pretty in-game! That is sick! Also, I can show off all my teams now, I suppose. Aww. That's fun. And we go with this team for now. I feel like a Hydro Bloom team seems appropriate for going to not Sumeru. We are in Sumeru. Going to Fontaine finally. Going to France. And what are we waiting for, I suppose? I believe there was supposed to be a teleport point here. Yeah, here it is. And that's the one that apparently unlocks after Mondstadt. But we're gonna take the long road. So I can tell you guys what I've been up to. Because of course I haven't just been dilly-dallying. I haven't been streaming just because I'm a lazy bum. I wanted to stream, believe me, but... Trying to get into a new job is hard, I tell you. Especially if it's your first real job. But yes, I've basically been well busy working. It's a weird feeling to I feel so grown up now. Going to work, working 9 to 5. I've just been exhausted after work, so I haven't really had the energy to stream. I tried doing some like scripts and stuff to like bridge the gap between streams, if that makes sense. Didn't quite work out as I wanted it to, because essentially the problem with trying to make a script for anything really, compared to like just live streaming and chatting your day away, whatever comes into your stupid head, is, well, you have a script and you're going to read it a lot until every single imperfection is drilling its way into your eyes, and you think it's so terrible that you could never possibly publish that stuff. So that's been a bit of an issue for me, I suppose. I still want to try scripted content, I really do. But it's just a little... It's hard to get right, especially for the first time. If you know what I'm saying. You know. No. Let's not instantly make some innuendos before we even get to the interesting part of the stream. But also, like, can I like not? Can I leave for once without the entire VTubing world exploding? Like last time I took a break, we had massive changes in VShojo and all that, and now Mr. Rias is graduating. Salon is getting so fucked so hard by Nichi Sanji management you might think you're accidentally on R34, and Hololive drops a whole new generation. So all of that happened.
Everyone hold hands.
Hololive winning by doing absolutely nothing again, huh? It's a fucking tragedy what's been happening at Nichi Sanji, to be honest.
This gift could be from.
Makes me kind of grateful I'm mostly a Hololive fan, not gonna lie. Wouldn't exactly want to live in constant fear of my Oshis graduating, if you ask me. Probably gonna make myself a lot of neatly enemies with that sentiment, but I mean,
I wonder who this could be from.
I don't want Nietzsche Sanji to be in that bad of a situation. I want both Hololive and Nietzsche Sanji to succeed together. But good lord, Nietzsche Sanji has just been deconstructing itself left and right whenever it gets the bloody chance. It's getting a... I like these little fossils here. Frogs. Oh. Seems a bit like... I think there were fossils like that in the chasm before, weren't there? Wonder if there's any connections. But yeah, the new gen has been freaking insane for all the life. Not even sure which one is my favorite. How the hell are you supposed to pick a favorite between 5 absolute...
Everyone hold hands.
well... absolute units? And I love the fact that every single one of them is completely freaking unhinged in a different way. Yeah, definitely fun times coming for us in that regard, if you ask me. Oh,
For you.
Badlands Treasure Hunter. Looks like I didn't do enough in the desert again. My bad, I suppose. Light at the end of the tunnel. Ooh. There's Celestia right above it. It's just floating there, ominously. Cutscene. Hold on, I'll shut up for a moment. Oh damn. Look at that. Talk about a viewpoint, yeah. Huh. So we're just supposed to go down there, huh? You can even see, like, the edge of the desert there. It's supposed to be this area around here. I wonder if they're going to, like, fill up this gaping hole here over time. I'd assume so. There's waterfall number 1 and waterfall number 2, apparently. That's interesting. Right then, let's go down there, shall we? What do we have the wind glider for, don't... Yeah, right. So big, holy shit. It looked a lot smaller in the preview, if you ask me. Hello. Did anybody ever figure out if you can kill these bastards somehow? Or are they still just vibing? They're just there. They just exist. Casually. Can we enter these boats? Hold on. Is there anything on them? We can climb around on them, but doesn't look like there's anything interesting there. Thought maybe there'd be like a sailor NPC or anything like that. Maybe on the one of the bigger ones? Oh! Well, you look handy. Hydroculus. The first of... I don't even want to know how many. Probably way too many. Is that a ship from Sumero? It looks like one. Hold on. Ahoy! We just stole this. We just stole this man's money. This Yar, we are pirate now. Could have built bait over this, I guess. No, but it looks like there's nothing interesting on this ship. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Are those the... What's that back there in the background? It looks like the... No. Can't be. It's probably just not fully textured. So with how triangular it was, I thought it was the desert for a moment with all the pyramids, but that just doesn't add up. That wouldn't make any sense. Romaritrim Harbor. Hello. Oh, it's the fur creatures! Hello! Hello there! The wind and the waves are both placid today. That makes for less stories, but at least people will sail in safety. Aww! All of these questions and none of these are... Why are you small and fluffy? That's the question I wanna ask. Oh, but sure, it does seem like a nice gig. Yep, think so too. No further comment. I can't wait for us to meet them in the main story and for Paimon to absolutely lose her marbles. Paimon's gonna flip. Although I do wonder why we never saw these guys outside of Fontaine. Maybe something Archon magic? Could be. Maybe they're like the Hour and Hour or something like that. Or maybe it's just because they didn't have the model ready. Who knows? This is a long ass elevator ride. This really is a long ass elevator ride. Hello? There we go. I wonder if we could like take the stairs. There are aqua buses on this line that are either in motion or have yet to sail. Oh, it's the yeah, the aqua bus. That makes sense. Hello, self-proclaimed adventurer, huh? Now we should probably activate the statue of the 7. Hello. You have a sword? Is that a sword, a scepter, or a key? The world opens itself. Plop. And a very small section of the map we just unlocked for a statue of the 7. Eh? Did light just start flooding from the statue of the 7 just now? Yes, it did. Like the 4 times it did before. So weird. Did anything like that ever happen before? It's normal. Paimon, please. Do you feel uncomfortable at all? The water is speaking to me. After it lit up like that, the air does feel a lot more humid. Maybe it's because of the hydro energy that was released. Paimon heard that in Fontaine, if you can use elemental energy properly, you can even swim underwater. Maybe you can even find sunken treasure. Of course you'd be thinking about treasure. Paimon will be diving for treasure for you. Paimon will stand on the shore and wait for you. You could try doing something for once, Paimon. Wow, being in water is scary. It's fine, Paimon. And if Paimon accidentally gets swept in the cone and gets all turned around and dizzy, then she won't be able to fly away no matter what. Just like before Paimon met you back in Mondstadt. Then I'll fish you out again. I have a trusty fishing rod. Really? Then maybe Paimon can try going underwater with you. Better not go back on your word. Don't worry, Paimon. Mysterious power that flows out from a statue to imbue with the blessing of the transoceanic source water. Your progress will remain unhindered so long as you are moving through the lakes of Fontaine. Interesting. And the protection of the transoceanic source water. What you expend while moving underwater is not stamina, but aquatic stamina. As such, when your aquatic stamina is expended, you will not drown. Ah, how nice. I am allowed to live. Also, I'm not allowed to resonate with Hydro? There we go. Resonate with Hydro. Lovely. I suspect that all the artifacts and shit and stuff are gonna be shit now, considering I have everything built for Dendro Traveler and not exactly Hydro Traveler. However, I say fuck you. I wanna mess around with Hydro Traveler. Let's see what he does. He pisses. Delightful. He pisses his own HP away. Well, ain't that something? Also, Fontaine has already been memed as the region of Ace Attorney. And now we have a dramatic finger point as our ability. Objection! I don't know what I object to yet, but I object. Hello. Do you have any objections? Hello there, dear passenger. Is there anything I can do for you? When does this head out? It's time to go already, isn't it? Oh, that was fast! Can I sit down? I can.
Welcome to the Clementine
Oh.
Line Aquabus. This boat tour will take you to the magnificent Court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation. I'm Aval, and I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Navia line, I'll still do my very best. And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know right away.
We could just jump off.
Wait a sec. Please contact the staff member with your feedback after reaching the station, and we will address your concerns as soon as possible.
Now let's listen to her.
Back on topic. The destination of this trip will be the Court of Fontaine. If you'd like to learn more about the latest technological developments in Fontaine, the hottest new trends in cuisine,
Holy shit, the way the water
upcoming
just
sensational
drops.
trials, please subscribe to the Steambird.
Oh, there's a light tower there. Something like that. There are several light towers all around. There's some sort of mansion? There's a castle back there. Oh, and there are those weird flying water cubes that were in the trailer. And I'm assuming that's going to be the city of Fontaine.
Lots of fantastic serialized novels, including the thriller Great Detective Herlock, which recently reached its dramatic conclusion. Right at the very end, Herlock faces off against the real master.
Spoilers!
Revealed to be the assistant, Miss Jacoba, in a duel at the
Burp.
old site of Lilia Cruces Ordo. I couldn't stop my feelers from shaking.
Feelers?
Oh no, did I spoil it for you? Anyway, coming up ahead on your left-hand side is Mercy Village, the hometown of all Melusines, myself included. It's deep below the ground, just over there.
Ah yes, I can see it, deep underground. Holy shit, that's a lot of Sealies.
We will now pass through Poisson Tunnel. Now that I think about it, very few people tend to take this line.
Poisson Tunnel, are you serious?
Don't really like deserts. After all, the most popular route in and out of Fontaine is through VRoid Studio. I've heard that in places with lots of sand, even clockwork mecha will start to malfunction. I mean, no rational person would try to cross a vast, hot, and dry desert to get to Fontaine, right?
Excuse you?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you were irrational.
I was about to say. Oh, there's a shipwreck there. This feels like we're now getting like a teaser for everything we're going to be exploring over time. Like a small overview of areas to come. Speaking of areas to come, that one is outside of the map apparently, isn't it? Here it is. Oh, interesting. That's definitely going to be an unlockable area in the future. Maybe for like a boss domain?
Looking ahead on your right-hand side, you'll see Aranias, where the Opera Epiclese is located.
Ooh, pretty.
See that really tall structure? I once asked Elfin, what's that big old thing? She said, no clue. What's the use of learning the meaning of things?
That's depressing.
Elfin is super amazing and super friendly Melazine. If you have a chance, you really should take the Navia line and listen to her tour.
Sure.
Behind me is the destination of our tour, the magnificent Court of Fontaine. Please take all of your personal belongings with you when you disembark.
Thank you, I will. Also, I actually used to learn French at school. Like a tiny bit. Don't speak it well anymore whatsoever. But Poisson Tunnel. That's just tunnel fish. It's going to be a nightmare, isn't it, in terms of like recognizing words and things just being called, I don't know, Wet Village or something like that. Can't run into like NPCs that are called baguette and croissant.
While aboard the Aquabus, please keep your head, hands, and other body parts.
Can we activate them both?
Your canes, swords, cameras, and
The-
other personal
oh god!
items
No!
inside the boat
Wait!
at all times. The Aquabus operator
Wait!
has no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or loss incurred as a result of
Wait!
disobeying the rules. Maybe I said that.
No!
Anyway, I'm happy you had
No!
a great journey today, and it was my pleasure to serve as your tour guide for this trip.
He just fucking ignores us. No! Come back here! Welcome to Fontaine as I'm in the water. No! Complete a cruise. I'm not sure if I would say I completed it. I would argue it completed me. Court of Fontaine. No, I can't read the last word in time. I'm too slow. You really don't give a shit if you drop a passenger, do you? Goodbye. See you, dear passenger, and thanks. Thanks for what? Almost dying for your amusement? How dare you? Welcome to the Aquabus system. The station serves 3 lines. Passengers destined for Romaritim Harbor should take the Clementine line. That's the one we came from. Passengers destined for the Opera Eclipse or Marcotte? Marcotte? I don't know. Station should take the Navia line. Passengers destined for the Fontaine Research Institute should take the Calais line. Special notice: due to force majeure, operations on the Calais line are suspended indefinitely. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. That's slightly ominous. Right then. Swelling music. The drama. Where do I even need to go to start the first mission? Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna run into something interesting eventually. Does this door open? It does open. Holy shit. Hello. Court of Fontaine, VRoid Passage. What are you? That is one dramatic fountain. And that lady has a poodle. Good for her. Holy shit, that is a robot. It even reacts when you stand in its way. Like most NPCs. Fitting that the AI would have better AI than the NPCs are. Court of Dew and Springs added to archive. I'm sorry if I ever fall silent and just take things in, but it's all new! It's all new stuff! I'm just excited. Teleport waypoint. And can we get out of this area somehow? Uppies, please? Where can I get uppies? These stations are interesting. Are those like recharge stations for the robots? I'd assume so. Oh. More extremely French dogs.
So much quieter outside.
Livre. This motherfucker is called Book. What the fuck? Oh man, I wonder what we should name a beautiful son. Let's call him Book. And he will be a mechanic for the rest of his life. Then again, from what I heard, it was a very similar situation in Sumeru. If you spoke any Arabic, so there's that. Ooh, hello there. Welcome to Bird's House of Curiosities. What do you sell here? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's locked again until you probably get a certain amount of sigils. Oh, hey, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
How do you do, Catherine? We meet again, Catherine. Hello there, the pleasure is mine. I am Catherine, the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild. My job is to provide the adventurers with quest and intelligence support. We are very much aware of that, Catherine. May my services be of help to you, and may your journey in Fontaine be a memorable one. So about the time I saw you get impaled. Are you also Clockwork Puppet? Haha, I wonder. Do I appear like a masterpiece of research of Fontaine's Research Institute to some? Well, again, there was kind of this time we saw you get impaled. Also, holy shit, this teleport waypoint is very close to Catherine. That's going to be handy for the dailies, isn't it? So now where's the guy running a bookshop that is just called Cogwheel or something like that? Vasari Passage. Good lord. Everybody here is gay and European. Hello. Hello there, what can I help you with? Like to buy some weapons, I guess? Oh! Oh! So that's how we get them this time. That's interesting. So we actually need to trade, like, flowers? Are those flowers? Ball fruit. Found in the wild. Hidalga, cooking ingredient. An algae. And a condensance crystal. Huh. White and clear crystal with a core that is tough and malleable. So that is how we're going to get these weapons. And I just want to say, by the way, in terms of, like, pure, fashion impact, those are some good fucking weapons. Like, look at that shit. I think my favorite is probably the catalyst. Just looks so sleek. I hope they keep looking this good when they ascend and they don't pull in Aquila Favoni and actually turn uglier with their ascension. I'd like something made. Oh, it's just because I still have it already, right? I thought it because it was yellow. I thought it might unlock a special dialogue option or something like that. Aww. What are they called? I really just forgot the word for fucking light bugs? Are you kidding me? Light bugs? No. Firefly! What the fuck? I didn't just have to Google that. What is going on? I have a big brain, I promise. I'm a smart man. Welcome to Cafe let's talk to my NPCs. Welcome to Cafe Sale. We have the most bitter coffees with the sweetest cake. With guest astute and absurd. Tell me about your sweet stuff. Every bite as sweet as a Melusine smile. Ooh. Fonta? Is that legal? That seems Sure, let's buy some Fonta, some Il Flotal, a dessert made of egg whites. Conche Madeleine. Oh. Baguette, croissant, fromage, huh? Hello. You are very small. Oh, esteemed Udex, the life of a small person truly is difficult. Yeah, you tell me, buddy. Are you alright? Thank you, kind soul. Would you be willing to hear Melusine's trouble? Perhaps I am at fault for being too enthusiastic about integrating into human life, but I've gradually found there are a lot of difficult things to adapt to. Humans use such large things in their daily lives. Take clothes, for example. Sure, you can just buy a shirt and use it as a dress, too, but you still need to get the cuffs tailored. If we want to rent an apartment, we can only buy children's furniture, and even then, I have to step on a stool to reach the windows. If I only had a body like Silly Wins. Or maybe I should just go underwater. Don't do anything rash, alright? Oh, don't understand, there's no need to worry. In any case, we Melusines are excellent in the water. Oh, thank God. When I say underwater, I'm referring to the place where Silverwin works. Silverwin? She's a companion of ours, but she looks more like a human. That's interesting. She welcomes friends from the Mauritius Phantom to drink tea with her in her infirmary. But she's against us working there for a long time, unless we want to switch to work of a more medicinal bent. That's because many of those underwater have been sent there by the Mauritius Phantom, so they probably wouldn't want to see uniformed Melusines. Is it too late for me to change jobs? It's never too late to start. Well, spoken just like Monsieur Nouvillette. It's just that with my hands and eyes, there's a lot of human work that I can do. In terms of ability, I'm more suited to the work at the Mauritius Phantom. Everyone has their own strengths to utilize and duties to perform. I guess that's probably the order in life.
The tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
Huh. Guide to order. Interesting. So that's one of the talent materials here. And yeah, tell me about it. Finding clothes when you're under average in size. Let's call it that. Can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. It's either kid section or sometimes just nothing at all. Especially for pants. How dare I have short legs, I suppose. And find in game. If you don't want to give me a path up, I'll just have to make one. No! Thank God I didn't just die of fall damage. That would have been Hubris Deluxe Edition. Right before the quite literal fall. Now let me up. Quarter Fontaine.
Investing too much motion puts you at risk of doing something irrational.
Oh, there would have been the path. Alright. Newsstand owner. Google. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to this fair ocean of words. I'll have a look. Take your time. Personally, I'd recommend a thriller. Ooh, books. Does anybody ever really read them? I don't know. I just kind of buy them and let them rot away in the collection for all eternity. Wait, Maynard the Deceiver, hold on. What did I just do? Collect the entire Fable de Fontaine series. I'm sure if there's anything interesting in those books, Akishai is gonna... Is your name Akishai? Am I pronouncing that right? Hold on. Yes, Ashikai. Might not be pronouncing it right, but yeah, I can definitely recommend that channel if you want to look into the Genshin Impact lore a little bit. She does extremely good videos. And also like very concise, I suppose is a good way to put it. Like you don't have to slog through hours and hours of reading. Sir Arthur D. Steambird, extra, Lady Farina will personally attend a clock exhibition and admire both the latest and grandest machines as well as ancient clockwork relics alongside artisan machine hobbyists. Beep boop. Considering the somewhat whimsical arrangement, Lady Farina may not arrive on time. Event-goers are advised to make the appropriate arrangements. Hello. Chief Editor of the Steambird. Oh, were you talking to me? Sorry, I didn't see you, dear. Are you here to accept a commission regarding Tales of Humanity? No, I mean, I'm so sorry. That was a big one. How's Charlotte? Charlotte, she's one of our journalists. Is she in trouble again? Not really, no. We just met her a while ago. We introduced her to God. Well, that's good. She's a live correspondent, and they tend to put themselves in the line of fire. I almost thought that someone had come to make a threat again. Again? Oh, don't worry. I have a ways of dealing with such matters. Our ways? After all, we'd have gone bust a long time ago if we'd handle ourselves in a little tussle or two. Bust? No. Sorry. But yeah, sure. Tell me about the Tales of Humanity. One of the primary reasons we had for establishing our newspaper was to ensure that information flows and that everyone can understand what's happening around them. Slowly we moved to not only attempting to let readers know, but to also let them express themselves. Thus, Tales of Humanity was born. Everyone can write into this column, and similarly, everyone can read it. As for the result, well, you've seen it, haven't you? Our prints are practically drowning in all manner of content. But that's not a bad thing. In my experience, listeners also need some light reading to go with the explosive news. Additionally, being able to help our readers does our reputation good. In other words, we'll be troubling you somewhat further. Fret not, you will find our payment quite suitable. Oh, neat. But looks like I haven't quite unlocked the reputation system in Fontaine yet then. Also, I am very lost without my map. Looks like the statue of the Seven is up there. How do I get up there? Let's see. I don't want to cut too many corners. Let's try to actually respect the environmental designers for once. There's a path up over there, which might work. Could also just take the elevator again. That's probably a good idea. But then we go up this way. Up that way? A lot of ways up now suddenly. You there, woman! Tell me where I must go! I'm sorry, but there's something very funny about the traveler pointing very dramatically and then absolutely splashing someone with huge amounts of water into their face. I wonder if Lumina has the same animation. She probably does it with the... If Aether does it with his right hand, she probably does it with her left again, because they always tend to be a little bit swapped. There we go! Hello! Oh, there's a Hydroculus up there, I can see it. Hold on. Bing! And just like that. Ah, that's why that one is broken, huh? There's the fishing. There's the Fontaine of Lucine and the Opera Epiclipse. And this is basically the capital. And we're very, very, very close to the world quest, apparently. Right. Of course it would be Virgil. Where's Dante when you need him? Virgil's brewing up something again. Considering this is a region of water and rain, you could even say that he is in fact the storm that might be approaching. They have to swap to Ayaka now. I like the current team. First thing we do when we enter a new region. Climb upon the local architecture. I don't think that's enough stamina. Only one way to find out. Nah. Let's drop before I take too much fall damage. Over there. Can use this one. Ah, stamina. The bane of an explorer's existence. Say slide all the way down. Come on now, game. Be kind to me and I'll be kind to you. We know how this works. Ooh. There are those ominous water cubes. Looks like they... Kind of looks like these water cubes like... tore this waterway apart. That's ominous. gonna be enough? Somehow I doubt that. Nope, that's the price I pay for. Well, that's the price I pay for not rolling for Kazuha back then, I suppose. What way can I go up, though? Maybe if I go... Oh, it doesn't... That won't work either. Will it? Nah, that one's barely higher than that one. I thought maybe I'll get over to the other thing and then lead up. But it's also too much of a side path to really... Like, go up there, then around the side and up. No, it's gonna be even longer of a path, isn't it? Huh. Oh! Maybe there's a way inside. It leads us out closer to the top. Maybe. Suppose only one way to find out. Enter the Pelemium. Can we just enter the Archon's home this time? Looks like it. Oh no, it's a library. Sorry. Looks like there isn't a whole lot to do here. Hello. Hello there, if you lost, please turn back. Some of the rooms are restricted access only. What rooms are there? If I were to tell you, you'd get curious, so it might be best if I simply don't. Monsieur Novilette's office is just over by the side. This much everyone knows. And well, Lady Furina lives on the top floor. She's a real celebrity, so she really doesn't have any time slots free. But not to worry, the Maison Gardinière, the Maréchau's Phantom are also upstairs. So anyone with ill intent will not be getting very far regardless. Tell me about Lady Furina. There's a special entrance that leads to a suite which isn't accessible from here. If you really want to get there, you can try jumping off the roof. Someone did try to do this. Fortunately, his life didn't ride him in any danger. He is presently hard at work in the fortress of Miripede. I am going to assume that the fortress of Miripede is the Bastille, aka giant prison. This is like a government building, huh? Government totally sucks. Let's not sing too much. I'll get in trouble with the YouTube police. I've already been holding back not to suddenly burst into Les Miserables or anything like that. One day more. How do I get up there though? Furina! Let me in! Nope. No entrance to the back either. Gotta be like wall segments we can use to climb up. It's gotta be. Oh, no, 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 no. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. How do we get up there? Also new trees. Cypress wood. Maybe by... Of course I can just eat stamina food, am I stupid? Hold on. Hold on. Do we have anything that lowers stamina? Da. I never use exploration foods, to be honest. So let's try that for once, shall we? %, 25%. Those are just flat stamina estimate. Maybe I should cook a few more of those first. Oh, but let's go with a delicious rainbow Aster first. I want to get to the top of this building, and if it's the last bloody thing I do. I'm going to creepily stare through the window of the Archon and nobody is going to stop me. Except maybe the police. But even they won't be able to. Because I am the motherfucking traveler. And you do not mess with the motherfucking traveler. I throw down with gods. A wall isn't going to stop me. Mark my words. No wait, that's Eula's line. Vengeance will be mine. I don't know what I am avenging yet, but it will be mine. Wait then, I hope that works as I want it to. It has a 5-minute cooldown. That is most unfortunate. But climbing slowly takes less stamina, right? So maybe if we just take the... taking it with patience, it might have worked, but now it could get a little close. Oh, come on. Gonna make it. Whew! Lovely. Aha! I knew this was gonna be worth it.
Wow, what a lovely surprise.
Guessing this is probably going to be like Farina's room then. Maybe we can go around the front, perhaps? That looks like an area you can climb. Stop moaning, Nilu. It's gonna be fine, I promise. Just don't look down. Just do not... No! That is unfortunate. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, I can make it back and recover my stamina real quick. But alright then, that angle doesn't seem to work properly, but maybe we can still manage it if we just tread carefully enough. People joining the stream are gonna be so confused. Why is this man climbing a giant castle? The answer is because I can. And also, I believe the view is going to be amazing. And looks like over here might be Celestia. Wonder when we're gonna throw down with those guys. Yeah, it's not working as I wanted to. On the other side, maybe? No. Huh. There still is the hydro killers I wanted. So you gotta get up there somehow. Whoa. But how? What is the way? What is the technique? What is the secret? Come on, you can make... There we go! Aha! We made it! Ooh, that's a pretty mountain. That is currently inaccessible. That's unfortunate. Those are the cubes. That's the other lion. Oh, but we can't. We didn't find the secret entrance unless it was where we found the chest. Oh, and there's a shrine of the depths already. Gonna keep that in mind for later. Right then, let's make our way down again. All of that for a single chest. And the hydro killers. Hydro killers? Oh, maybe I can use them to get a head start on the next one. Just saw that one. Come to Papa. I think that's gonna work. There we go. Almost like the devs probably intended that one. Bing! That makes 2. Oh well, 3-wheeler with the one we collected at the start. Not that it matters too much. Now, where did this Virgil go? There he is. Hello, Virgil. Where do you leave your plastic chair? I must say, the weather today is simply wonderful. You're quite the dashing young gentleman. Virgil, at your service. Flirting right away, huh? Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Michael, at your service. Oh, my pleasure. Oh, that's Paimon. Paimon's feeling weird. No. Pleasure, Paimon. Is at your service too. Ah, such elegant names. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. It's truly an honor to meet the two of you here. Ah, Paimon can't say much more of this. How did you know we're not from... Dude, you're walking around half naked with a floating ferry stitched to your butt. I assume nobody in their right mind would think you're a local. You also tend to glow in different colors depending on what rocks you recently touched, so there's also that to consider. With a glance, it's obvious that you're that you're unsatisfied with being bathed in the soft lights of the city, but feel the call of the wild, which will never be illuminated by bright city lights. Yes, just like the heroes in the operas. I'm an arrogant cunt. Yeah, that's totally true. Michael is an adventurer too. Address service ask and all that. Yes. Oh, I knew it. Those of the Adventurers Guild are beggarly. Courageous warriors begging with all their heart and heart to unlock the deepest mysteries of the world. They wake with their eyes to the stars above and sleep with their backs to the abyss below. Where there's an unknown domain, there's an adventure who simply must explore it. Bravery bursting beyond the brim. More words with B! I could not help but notice how your gaze is focused on many things. Perhaps you wish to study our sublime arts, our intricate clockwork maker, or an advanced civic culture. Alright, I guess. Amazing! Paimon didn't even notice the decorations, but Paimon did notice that Fontaine has a ton of delicious fruits that he's never seen anywhere else. Ah, you one-track mind, Paimon. Not bad, isn't it? We have a long and glorious tradition of gourmet culture in Fontaine. Naturally, the two of you must often take your meals in the great outdoors, and thus are unfortunately limited in your ability to sample the breadth of Fontaine's superb cuisine, unable to experience the luxurious richness that is leisurely afternoon tea with a few pastries. I'm sorry, but the first NPC that we talk to in the main story of the region based on France is an arrogant fucking asshole. There's a joke somewhere about stereotypes, but well, I'm just happy we didn't walk into Mondstadt and everyone turned to be an old fucking Nazi. You don't look that witch, actually, huh? You should know, my dear friend, that true wealth is never flaunted in something as shallow as outward appearances. For someone saying that you tend to judge others by that or that, huh? Hey, Michael, let's get back on topic. Paimon thinks that Virgil has a commission for us. Most excellent, my two exceptional friends. Have you heard of the Lilia's Crucis treasure? Oh, no. Then please allow me to explain. This is a legend of lost treasure that has been passed down in Fontaine for centuries. Once there was a secret society called the Lila Cruz Forum that was able to attract a great many of the rich and influential. Though they humbly called themselves a forum, their actual plan was to overthrow Fontaine itself. In the end, the conspiracy was exposed, and the distinguished members of the forum engaged in a thrilling battle with the Maison Gardignage, but were ultimately defeated in the climactic showdown. However, my dear friend, you must know that they were once the richest and most famous people of all Fontaine, and they must have gathered a tremendous amount of wealth. Yeah, I definitely did, and they must have had a huge treasure vault somewhere. All that dramatic talk of revolution, and Paimon's like, ooh, money! And when you open it, wow, it's overflowing with nothing but gold! Shining like this. Paimon, you are such a simple existence. Correct! They wished to overthrow our beautiful Fontaine, and to do so, they must have amassed a fortune so vast. They could have literally be said to have more money than Moax. However, this wealth was never found. So that means as long as we find the Lea Cruz treasure, we'll also be filthy rich. You know, more money than Moax, so like, you know, $20? Something like around that line, probably. More money than Moax doesn't mean a whole lot anymore, does it? Anyway, excellent deduction, my dear Paimon, with that fortune control of synth. Anyway, after lengthy investigation, I've discovered the location of the Lilia Cruz Forum's headquarters. It can be found amidst the underwater ruins outside the city. Really? What do you think, my dear Paimon? Michael, I hereby sincerely extend an invitation to both of you to become my partners and dive beneath the waves to search for the lost treasure. Huh. Even though Fontaine's watch is different from elsewhere, Paimon can never forget how she was drowning before being rescued by you. Never fear, I am here. Yeah, you'll save Paimon again for sure. Or maybe I won't. If that's settled, please allow me to prepare diving equipment for the two of you. I should have the correct sizes. No need. Ah yes, I remember. Vision holders may dive freely in our waters. But if it's you, dear Michael... Of course I do not doubt your ability. Michael is a famed adventurer and he must be aware of his limits. But it just so happens that I do not share the same capability, so I will have to rely on our homegrown technology to keep myself alive. Be that as may, shall we begin? No. Very well, but please allow me to remind you to make it quick. Treasure hates waiting. Because I'm starting to believe... I fucked up! I fucked up big time! God damn it! No! We set the stream! Hello there, and welcome to this totally new stream that hasn't started yet at all. What are you talking about? I haven't been streaming for, I don't know, hour-ish? Probably an hour-ish, yeah. Yes, we are totally just entering Caravan Wibbard for the first time to start the Sumeru story.
Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
Oh, I think we went here with Alhaitham, didn't we?
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Good memory, Paimon. I'll just be hydrating myself while you talk.
So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
I do hope the audio is fine. I would ask chat, but nobody wants to talk to me. I'm a lonely streamer. And again, there are probably much more entertaining people you could be watching play Fontaine right now, so... whatever. Anyway, as long as we're around, nobody is going to touch Nahida ever again. I am going to kill whoever wants to mess with this child.
Guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next?
Follow revolution.
Maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Oi. What is that supposed to mean? I was suspecting that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next up, Fontaine.
Look who it is.
They
When I
are!
see you in a place
Hi!
like this, I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But
Yep.
never mind that. What brings you here?
Because why look for your sister for like 3 years when you can instead solve the troubles of the entire universe?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine.
Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We were leaving you. What the f-
Huh? You serious?
That was one ominous glare from that man.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be back when the next event happens in Sumeru.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Aww. Oh, actually think about this. This is probably the first time we ever had a proper goodbye in the main story, huh?
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Exactly.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
Yes. We have not done that yet. We will have to do our best.
So, when are you leaving?
Surely should be spontaneous.
Wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Yeah, seems about right, Eva. Oh hey, it's Mr. Ominous Glare. Hello. How do you do?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
Aww.
Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
Ah, she'll know anyway.
Oh,
Considering she's fucking stalking us.
bother her in the real world.
Considering she's constantly stalking us. I don't think we need to be concerned about that one.
And I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care, dear.
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Aw, that was sweet. Just a short little goodbye scene. After settling matters in Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine. Yes, another place I have not been yet. How lovely. That's just, How did that happen? Talking what a single sneeze can do these days, huh? Oh, you can actually see the... You can essentially see their dead Archon from here. Are you gonna hit the water? I don't think we will.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port! Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines!
Yeah, it's about what I imagined. Not like I've ever been here.
Sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out
This is gonna go well.
still our best source for information at this point.
Journey still to find my sibling.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. Whatever that means.
Paimon, sweetie, whenever somebody is described as having a unique personality, that's usually not a good sign. And it's what people say about me. Uh-huh.
God, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
That's...
I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi, yeah, bonjour.
Hi! We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Probably wasn't a play.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact,
Very
it's a
tactful,
case we
Paimon.
just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
That's an ominous thing to just
Whether
say to
something
someone.
is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
File with an opera. Not fucked up in the slightest.
Should court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Oh yeah, just realized there's Linny here. There's an advertisement for Linny's magic show.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Because everyone who is described as absolutely just and honorable will definitely stay that way throughout the entire main
As well
story.
as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Fucking bless you. Jesus Christ. What is the nation of justice?
Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Huh. Is
Aw.
the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
It is kind of interesting to think about, like, in Fontaine you can just go hang out with well, not go hang out with God, but you know, just you can make an appointment to meet with God. So like, just like, hello, hey ho, watching from Italy. Oh hey, how's your vacation going? Well, I'm not exactly in Italy right now. I'm in France, I'm afraid. And good thing you didn't miss the good thing you didn't miss anything. We just started with Fontaine, and I didn't run around like a buffoon because I went past the main quest trigger. What are you talking about? Anyway.
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
So God is a pop star.
That's
Lovely.
right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Mascot?
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yeah, I was about to say mascot is aware. Why do I have to think of Idiot now again? The water, the oceanid lady from the last event. It's nice and incredibly warm, but this should be expected from Italy. I mean, yeah, that's kind of why you go to Italy, isn't it? Although it's also warm here, I swear with how much I'm sweating, I'm about to turn into the Hydro Archon.
Right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Oh, that's at least something. Since the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think
That's
we got it.
interesting.
Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
Imagine having a mascot, mascot for your religion. That's a little.
Who knows how long making an appointment will
Although-
take?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to get cancelled. Anyway.
Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there? I haven't noticed.
Huh.
Oh, hey!
What's the matter? She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Prelude of Blanche and... Never mind, I'm not allowed to finish reading, apparently. Hello, Lynette. How do you do?
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself.
Well, that's
I
depressing.
was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Nope. Rising sea levels. Neither mermaids nor fantastical
Most people call
ways.
the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
That's where that sentence comes
It
from.
won't be long before it swallows us.
And that is ominous as shit. That's definitely a good thing to say to a random person who just worried about you.
Sorry.
Are you okay? Do you need therapy?
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Hi there, Liney. Your sister needs therapy.
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
That seems little...
Allow
Controlling.
me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Also, did they ever clear up why only Lynette is a cat? That seems like a detail that should probably be cleared up in the family tree, right? Where are your cat ears, boy? Show me your tail! Take off your hands!
This is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
I don't know. Maybe the dad was a guy and got himself a cat girl GF, who knows?
We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
What I did get was she needs therapy.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us! Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Well, there's hardly anything left for me to say when you... because you always steal my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
I get so offended!
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now. Where to begin?
Oh,
Let's put that
dramatic
question on
pause.
hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not
I was
count?
about to say, yeah. We kinda
Hello,
did.
Traveler.
Hello, Lainey. Pleasure to meet you. Is he going
And
to...
hello, Paimon.
Why is petting Paimon's back?
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
I was about to say.
Poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Paimon's small. Paimon only gets head pats.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Why did you say that so ominously?
Alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro-Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
I love how casually she says it. Hello, we were about to go meet God!
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please,
Lovely.
follow me.
Oh yes. It's time for the dramatic slow walk. For about 5 feet until the next cutscene. Why do games do that? I guess it's no
You
option
said
to
you were
run
going
away.
to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh. Hello. Oh damn. She actually has. I thought he was kidding, or speaking metaphorically.
So,
Well,
she's the Hydro-Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
I doubt he meant literally that she came for us. Hold on, let me just turn up the game volume a little.
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Huh.
As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Finally, a welcome deserving of a guy who saved 4 nations! No, I'm kidding. Thanks! Can't wait for you to stab me in the back!
Is she talking about us?
Somebody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
Holy shit, I really like the left eye. That looks sick. I don't know what's up with it, but it looks awesome.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity.
Why, thank you. It's
Of
good to
course,
be appreciated.
Having an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Holy shit, that is fiddle all over again.
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Woo! I want her and Fischl to meet so bad. That would be glorious. The good old Prinzessin der Verötelung meeting up with God.
Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
About an hour and a half.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Paimon, our first encounter with with Rex Lapis was what exactly? Right. He fell from the heavens as a dead dragon. This is rather tame by comparison, I would argue.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Did she just call Barbados, well, Venti, Zhongli, A, and Nahida mid? I think she just called Nahida mid.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
He told her. Yeah, he told her we were coming. It's all theatrics.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh, we're already not getting along.
With these looks. Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
How many blonde travelers are going around these places?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Duel? I'm not gonna throw down with God, excuse me?
Got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Excuse me?
Nobody wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fighting gods, I've got a resume. duel? Oh, they are not. They are not pleased. Are they?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Oh, she does mean a literal duel. I thought she was like speaking metaphorically or something like that.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
Is she pulling back?
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
Interesting. Maybe she got scared?
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Are we getting arrested now? Hey, that's the why.
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
I just got here and I've been threatened with violence and now being threatened with prison. It's a France, alright?
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Yeah, exactly. We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Excuse me?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
They calling Paimon an object.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your—
I have so many objections, excuse me?
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
Good lord, and I thought Ace Attorney was bullshit.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here,
Whoops. The fuck?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Did we just put Paimon on a leash? Yes, we definitely need a flashback to the pat on the back. But are you kidding me? Did we put Paimon on a
you can all
leash?
clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
That's some bullshit.
You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
She's just going to change the law, isn't she? That's not a crazy laugh in the slightest.
Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
You were about to do just that!
But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Oh, she's a bit of a bitch, isn't she? What the fuck? Well, that just happened.
Just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Thanks for bailing us out.
Mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
What kind of law is that anyway?
So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
God of being a little bitch,
She can be
apparently.
a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Confusing. What? Was that reasonable? Was it really?
Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
Are you fucking serious, Paimon?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant.
Paimon, you see this lad walk up to us with a giant top hat, a weird femboy outfit full of bows and frills, and thigh-high stockings. If you didn't think this guy was a wizard, I don't know. I don't want to know what you were assuming, because God knows that's probably not something anybody would like to. That's not something anybody would like to hear you think of them.
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
I'm not sure if I want to be close to the god that basically just said she's looking for a reason to throw us in jail.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
But apparently I'm not having a choice here.
We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I would be delighted, I guess, even though I'm not.
In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Anyway, I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine.
It's the Trail Alliance!
It says that
Oh,
every
damn.
person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
It sounds very Conwian, if you ask me.
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Aww.
Oh, Hyman gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
Just a little Paimon.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Well, that went from weird to ominous really quickly. Well, hello.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
I mean, still, why wouldn't you want a conveniently giant bag? Still sounds handy, even if there isn't a prophecy about death and demise at the horizon.
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
I am almost certain, good sir, that evolution doesn't exactly function like that. I believe you're going to fucking drown if you aren't careful.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
So this man wants to be dissolved. Lovely. What about you? How are you looking to die today, good sir?
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
It's alright. Have a bag.
Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Thanks.
Exactly.
Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Will do. That was much easier and significantly less ominous. Now who else wants one? Interesting, so the fontaine mechanics really only start when you like cross this threshold. Oh, which does make sense now that I'm seeing it. Does look like the water has a slightly different color there, doesn't it? It's a little more... It's a little less dark and more cyan. But I suppose it does here as well, although I'd probably need a color picker for that one. Yeah, probably not too much of a difference anyway. Anyway. Who wants bag? You want bag. Hello.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
What if that bridge is closed?
Should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Eleni, we gave a total of 3 bags away. That's definitely enough.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Gathering some local specialties. Oh, hey, it's like the fire and ice flowers, just water-based. That's interesting. Pew 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 pew. I should probably read the description of that one actually once. Hold constantly fire when the skill ends. Deal send a tow and surge forward. When using the hold configuration, player's HP is higher than 50%, the damage dealt will increase, and they lose HP. Okay, interesting. Ooh! Transoceanic Pearl. The basic attack is the same and we still need to level it again for some reason. I'll never understand that one, to be honest. Oh well. Hello, we got your flowers.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the Court of Fontaine.
Kinda curious that this has power-saving mode considering some of the theories floating around these siblings.
So, before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine Fontaine's largest city and try...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Got it. I'll practice my best Ace Attorney point, I guess. Oh hey! It's actually some rainbow water effects. How pretty! How pretty! Hoppet hoppet perpetu perpetu perpetu.
Water jet!
And it's kind of a dumb skill, I kind of like it. You just point dramatically and pew 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 pew. It just lasts perfectly long enough for it to start feeling a little stupid. Pew pew pew.
Water jet!
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
And there she is.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Time to make an arrest.
Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her?
Maybe we should not talk about... Yeah, that's a good point.
You're right.
Liney.
She might also be trying to lure us away.
You wait, but there's no sign of the thief. That's
They've been
unfortunate.
talking for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief.
Let's go find Lenny.
Let's go.
And the second we go, she's going to run past us.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Linny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Linny's initiative paid off.
I have a hunch we're probably going to meet her again.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the Court of Fontaine now.
Whee! Ah. Yes, the Aquabus White, the thing I didn't do yet. Well.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
Isn't it always?
You mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Oh no, Lane man!
No,
He
that's
done
not what I
goofed.
meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much.
Aw.
Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Oh, he goofed up.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
I was about to say Ether is in fucking pain seeing this.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother, yeah. Oh, poor Ether. Ether is in shambles. Oh, hey there.
Huh?
What?
Hey there.
Traveler! Paimon!
I wonder if this changes if you didn't participate in the event. I have to look up on that.
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news.
He was about to question if it was automatic on autoplay for some reason.
What are you doing in Fontaine?
It is!
I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
It's an autoplay. Ah, because of the scenery, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up if this dialogue changes a little if you have not met Charlotte before.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Good lord. And not really the kind of news you're after, is it?
Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents.
I mean, we can probably introduce you to another god if you wanna.
Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
Charlotte, honey, maybe you should hope that the truth is revealed not because you'll get a good story, but because women are apparently disappearing.
What is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
That doesn't sound like it will be resolved very soon either then, Charlotte.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest,
Another disappearance would always happen.
More than one criminal at work, I guess? Yeah, but no, it does sound...
That every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Fatui, maybe?
Yes, I agree.
Possibly.
And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Entering the little cutscene now. Did Paimon just do a flip?
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
So he was silent for a moment there, but the music is so good again, holy shit.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Like the little concert they did for the presentation was absolutely incredible.
Oh, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Game music is still way too underappreciated if you ask me, but that's a whole rant for another time, I suppose.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya! Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
Will do.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
At least take us out for dinner first.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Although all things considered, I probably shouldn't say at least take us out for dinner first with Paimon around. Paimon is going to take that very literally, I'm afraid. Oh, now we might get an explanation for that thing we saw earlier. Or not, we're just gonna walk past it. That also works! Go to where the Linny is. Sure. Underground here? Hold on. Also, why do I have something here constantly waiting? Oh, it's still from the forging thing. Right, hold on a second. Also...
Let the magic begin!
Since I didn't do that yet... Obtain new character, Lynette.
Let the magic begin!
You already said that, sweetie. Lovely. There she is. Click away all the notifications. Actually, hold on. Let me just...
My perception has been heightened.
use the chance to level her a little bit. Probably not going to use her anytime soon. Just because I, to be honest, never really use animo characters. That one's just on me, to be honest. However, free roll. Okay. Sad. I was hoping for the power of streamer luck, but apparently none there. Oh well. I'm probably going to be saving up for Furina and Navia.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Hey!
Where did
It's the little
everyone else
boy.
go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Is it but just me, by the way? Or does he sound a lot like a very, very tired Albedo? Might just be me, but yeah, I know. Feminet's voice does sound very, very similar.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
That's alright, go ahead. Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Okay, I see.
I wonder, like, how far apart they are in terms of, like, years. Because they don't look like they
Is everything alright?
they're over, like, I don't know,
Oh,
4
it's
years
nothing.
apart in
We were
total?
just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
It's a very ominous shot for it to start raining.
Looks like rain.
Oh,
It is.
But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Another one of the Dragon Lords, huh?
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs.
Up. Sorry.
Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Exactly, could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the
Yeah.
power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let
Anyway.
Paimon try something.
Me. Sorry.
Hydro dragon, don't cry!
Model is just acting weird, or is that just me? Hold on. Get your shit together, Micah. You're just in Fontaine. Nothing dramatic is happening. Good lord. Hold on. Just meh. Sending my model to repair prison for a moment there, hold on. Hopefully a little better. Guess that's what I get for trying to do VTubing with a scuffed camera, a scuffed microphone, and an even more scuffed model. Ah! Oh well.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
I was about to say, Liney, don't be a party pooper, and here she is calling him the fuck out.
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops. And we
It rained
apparently
for
stood
longer than I
outside.
suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
We stood outside this entire time, apparently, for some
Was there
reason.
something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. See you at the performance.
Are you leaving now?
That's what we
What
said,
is it,
yes.
Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Aww.
Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Hey, no.
I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
No talking down to yourself like that, Femine.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Thanks again, you two. I really can't deal with that lady.
No worries. Whee! Although something still... I don't know, between his very ominous trailer and the somewhat controlling aura and vibe he gives off and all that, I'm not sure if I completely trust Linny, to be honest. Especially with the super ominous trailer with the moon and all that.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Then again, I also spent like the better part of 2 updates being very suspicious of Dr. Baiju, only for him to actually turn out to be a very precious cinnamon roll of a man. So, you know, there's that.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Magic
Ah,
pockets.
these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Femine is the sweetest boy. He does seem. Although I don't know, his like between Lynette constantly making robotic references and him literally having the constellation of automaton, he might not be the sweetest boy per se, but rather something else very sweet. But I guess we'll have to keep playing to find that one out. But I find them to be a little suspicious. Just me. I never trust magicians. They and their dirty little tricks.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
Of course, that's what Paimon takes an interest in.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Ah, yes. Good old Ace Attorney energy.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power, so
Oh yeah!
there's that.
So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Probably.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
I personally suspect those missing women could have something to do with indemnitium. Yeah. Possibly? I also think that the... Yeah, probably. That would make sense. Oppo. That was one
It
button.
isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
The thing is, it depends. We would have because I think the indemnitium was like around for much longer, because I believe they got that around the time that Farina became Archon, right? Which was around 500 years ago, I think. Was the last Hydro Archon directly succeeded by Farina? I'd have to look into the wiki for that, but we know that the last Hydro Archon died, then Farina came along. But if the missing persons, missing women have only been around for 20 years, it might not add up in terms of the timeline? We'll have to see.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Conferrie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
At least some power source, yeah. Also French Mafia!
How do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
We know that they are evil because this man has a moustache.
Huh?
Nobody good has a moustache.
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Oh god, it's the war criminal.
If
Hello.
Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Oh, how the turntables.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
Sup, war criminal?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today. I'm not sure if I would call Child my friend. Also, hey, since we last met you, we killed one of your colleagues. Several, actually. I don't think Did we kill Signora before or after we met him in Inazuma? Did he say anything about that back then? Like, we did kill one of his colleagues. And now we kind of deleted another one from existence, so I suppose he probably wouldn't know that. Hey, you wanna know about how we deleted one of your colleagues from existence?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Still not your friend.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
This man was going to drown women and children in order to have a chance to throw down with God. I get the whole he's an older brother or he's corrupted by the Abyss angle. Still a war criminal. Still very much a war criminal.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Precisely.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Pretty much.
Me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
This man's dead.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
"Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now."
They're all dead.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients.
They're all gonna dead. They're all dead.
This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
For once, he actually is in the right. What? Oh.
No time to lose.
They all even have their individual models? What? That's actually sick, what the fuck? It's such a small detail, but it's so cool, what the fuck?
You can run, but you can't hide.
Like, look, yeah, he actually has the model from the world. It's not just a basic treasure hunter model. And even Paimon and Traveler are standing there. Huh.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Someone deactivate his vision? And he still got clobbered.
Huh. That was weird.
What just
I'm
happened?
not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe
They're
there's something
scampering
wrong
off.
with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
I mean, we had people losing their vision before, but that was
Never
in
mind.
Azuma.
It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Don't use that.
Doing in Fontaine, child. I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
He says with the blankest of stares.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, has it maybe something to do with that weird ability of yours to transform into some sort of electromecha?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
Yeah, that.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
It's part of the main story now,
She
interesting.
was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But
Huh.
what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
I love how casually she says that. Remember the time we fought to the death because you tried to murder a bunch of innocent people? You summoned a whale doing that!
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
Yeah, you're definitely some sort of abyss corrupted, my friend.
Ask your master. Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Not ominous in the slightest.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Oh, so that's what they do.
The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
That sounds like a system that could be horrifically abused if, say, a criminal was strong enough to defeat all the duelists and could just do whatever crime he could possibly want and get off easily just by beating up a bunch of more people.
And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Yeah, she was there when we met Furina.
Before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
Excuse me?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it for now.
That's why you won't have the vision in the cutscene!
Besides,
it's all coming together.
I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Like in the trailer! Oh my god!
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
See you around, Mr. War Criminal.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk around all the court of Fontaine.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Spoilers!
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing!
Do you have any idea how long we're loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You kinda already spoiled it, Paimon.
Sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Linny said that the Opera House is on
Sure
the
then.
PS, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Whee! Just a random line of water apparently in the city. Whee! Are you there? Hearing some sort of buzzing, but I'm not sure if it's coming from within the game or within the real world. Oh, it's actually blocked. Interesting. So you can't get squished. You just sink into the floor a little bit. I think I made the wrong selection. Oh well. Oh! spoiler, I guess. Apparently there's an underground city here? Oh. Curious. Wait for the aquabus. Alright, it's here. Sorry, I got distracted there. Or not. Do we need to actually... There we go. Hello! How do you do? So... I'm Elfin, the guide for this trip. Melusines are young ways born in Fontaine. There are many differences between us and humanity. We have one secret that we can share with you, passenger. We are similar to humans in one way. Each of us has a different personality. Some of us like chatting, some don't. How very, immediately. Well, that was fast. And we're off.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan.
The
boat will be
enthusiasm.
departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself.
What is a boat there?
The destination of the current tour is Erinias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese. If you
Ominous
look to the left in the
cubes.
direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned a new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Wait, so the cubes are the institute, or are they talking about that one? Okay, interesting. I just wanted to check if Melusines are affected by Hydro or anything like that. Because if they are young ways, I thought maybe
We are now approaching
Farina
our
made
final
them.
destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark.
Thank
Even
you.
though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
They are so cute. I hope there's going to be like a Melusine plushie or something like that. Excuse me, harvestable. Harvestable what now? Hold on. Oh. Why did we get a whole notification for plant? I'm just taking my time because I want to listen to the battle music, to be honest. Oh yeah, we have the burst. Come here.
Bombs away!
Oh. The little man is suffering. But I want to collect the last couple flowers because why is this area marked on the map just for flowers? We've completed the quest to harvest the type of what? Oh! It's this event, isn't it? Yeah! And well, creations of the Hydro Nation, you will need to gather certain types of collectibles. Recommended collection sites will be marked on your map for certain items. Your mini-map will display nearby collectibles when you get close to the recommended sites. Constants you have changed. Before the challenge starts, you'll have to choose the challenge content through conversations with Maillardet. Resources granted by the ley lines blossoms after challenge completion will depend on the content chosen. Shattered Armor, the blazing two-horned crown atop the Emperor of Fire and Iron, is a pyro organ that enables mightier elemental attacks and doughtier defenses. Should its elemental shield be broken in the right time using elemental reactions, the fight will be made easier. Right. That's interesting though. So you basically have like an event to make you actually look around the region and find all of the... It's the Hydro Boy! The event Blob Boys, they're back. They live. And they're apparently enemies now, oh no. That's a really nice way of encouraging some exploration early on, if you ask me. What is this? Okay, got it. So it's exactly like the yeah. It's basically one-to-one like the electro doors in Inazuma, but this time they are watery instead. Nothing too dramatic then. This is very pretty though. And the music is beautiful. I'm always so weak to the atmosphere of this game. Also, there are hilly trolls literally standing right there. Is nobody concerned about that? Water volume detection crystals. This mystical crystal construct seems to have originally been designed to test the dampness of its surroundings, but it seems that it can only detect its own dampness and react accordingly. Situations where it's continually affected by hydro, maybe something nice and unexpected might occur. Well, we have just the thing for that, don't we? Oh, we need to fill them all at once, maybe?
And put the waves.
Water jet.
Apparently I don't necessary hydro output. Come on now. I don't quite get it. They seem to lower quicker than I can waste them. Oh, that probably is going to help. Right then, that makes sense.
Provisions are vital.
Maybe actually use my brain for once, instead of just hammering buttons. But that would require actually using your brain, and we all know I'm not exactly the best at that discipline. And we still cannot pet the dogs. That's unfortunate. Oh damn! Even has some water effects. Hold on. A rainbow rose. Oh, these are pretty. Holy shit. Hello, little one. She did not like being called little, I'm afraid.
Now this is fancy.
And suddenly it's day.
What a place to hold a performance. No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it.
We have summoned the power of the sun.
Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Aww.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Aww.
Maybe this
Happy
is
couple.
one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Excuse me? Eva looks fucking spooked! And then again, he probably is, as I said, fucking spooked. Ominous voice out of nowhere.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
You're not saying anything?
Are you hearing things?
Well then.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
By the way, Annette, do you know anything about ominous voices that you hear in people's heads?
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Specifically voices from the fountain?
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I don't think the ominous voices living inside fountains necessarily care for the time of day, Paimon.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
Remnants of Oceanite?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Oh, and also...
Then you should
Paimon just
understand
cries a
that
lot.
Tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say?
Seem to be calling out someone's name.
If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Maybe a relative of one of the disappeared
Rather than
women?
worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Show them. Yes. What? Offerings to the Fontaine of Lucine. Pepe. Wasn't even allowed to finish reading that. Come on now, game. Oh, I thought we just collected money. Okay. But there it is, Fontaine of Lucine. Is this like the sigil place this time around? You can throw the hydro sigils you obtain across Fontaine into the Fountain of Lucine outside the Opera Eclipse to raise its level and obtain valuable rewards. Anything interesting? Oh, okay, no, just the usual. Interesting. Usually unlock that one a little bit later into the main story. It's interesting that they give it to you so early. Now that I think about it, it does look a lot like the what's it called? Hold on. Nyeh. This place. It looks a lot like the Palace of Alcazar, which, now that I think about it, we never really entered that place, did we? It was always just there. Kind of just existing. They never really did anything with that one, did they? It's a bit of a shame.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Ah yes, organ music. Definitely the sign of good things to come, because a place is introduced with the music with the sound of organs. Organs? Is that even the right English term? Hold on. Yes, organs. For some reason I started having doubts about my English there. Then again, I had to look up what a firefly is called earlier today, so.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets.
Thank you kindly.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Thank you!
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Linny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Break a leg. Yeah, nothing bad is about to happen at this place. And the sound of an organ is basically the environmental version of Why Do I Hear Boss Music? Holy shit, this looks awesome. Oh, you can actually sit in each of the seats. And looks like we'll be sitting next to Uncle Dad. Glorious. That thing in the background then is that ominous scale. Holy shit, this looks so cool. Oh, so the side doors do open as well. atmosphere here. Oh, I dig it.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Did Paimon get a... No, Paimon didn't get a seat. Paimon is not allowed to sit. Hello.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
You're up, Paimon.
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, that is a smooth voice. Oh no.
So you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
As well as pointy ones. And weird head accessories. And there is question marks where the word vision should be in your drip marketing. And there are question marks where a constellation should be in the drip marketing. Who are you?
Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
Good job, Paimon. It's even more awkward now. Oh god.
Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction.
Dear god, this is the most cringe meeting we had for a character in the entire game so far. What is happening?
Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat.
Wait, I just realized that his chest accessories look like two scales. How incredibly subtle for a judge.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
That's how you pronounce him? I've been calling him Nuvillet.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Nuvillet it is. Apparently I've been pronouncing this man wrong since the first Jesus dropped. Well, that is embarrassing.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
Oh.
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Oh, interesting. His vibes are a lot different than I imagined from the trailer and stuff.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she may become flustered.
Oh, I'm starting to like him. Oh no. You ever have that feeling in a gacha game where you're like, oh no, my wallet is going to be in danger when this boy drops. I'm starting to have that feeling toward Nuvillet right now. Oh no. Oh, you smug little bastard. Yeah, that is a normal person laugh.
Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She mother has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
He really knows how to handle her like as if she was like a kid. Oh, their dynamic is going to be fun, isn't it?
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
The crowd enters the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin. Good lord, why are you so speedy, game?
Dimming the lights, the show must be starting! Sorry, Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Ooh, damn.
Welcome one and all to the Opera Epicles. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I hope that the clapping actually works with the audio. I just tortured a bunch of ears.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
That's an ominous statement.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh.
A magician's greatest skill
Cutscene!
Is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
She's naked!
Too far.
Good
We're
lord.
gonna use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Okay, she's not naked. Even the Archon is pleased. Oh, that was significantly less ominous than I was worried. Considering the way they framed this in the trailer.
How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
That's kind of the point here.
His tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
Yeah, exactly.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So,
what's
for
he
my
plotting
next
now?
trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
He's going to make the Archon disappear!
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now.
For my next trick, I sawed this god in
There are
half!
2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
I'm sure we can spot it.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Young woman. We all know where this is going.
Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
Well, it's crowd,
No,
so it's not gonna work that
won't
easily.
do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
What a show, man.
Come on, repeat after me.
60, 59, 58, 60, 69, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52, why aren't you counting Nervalette?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
Just realized something. A weeping water dragon? Always waning during trials? Novilette seeming kind of draconic? I wonder if that'll come back in any way. Anyway, 40, 39, 38!
Lenny, are you alright in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine, I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23! What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
Oh, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't
Count with
going
me,
as
chat.
planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
9,
Almost there now.
8.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5, 4.
Whoops! That doesn't count! Ta-da!
Woo! And it's going to be empty. Or worse! Oh shit! Well, it doesn't seem like it was supposed to happen.
This part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Called it. Oh, I wish I didn't.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off in front of an audience, including God and her head judge.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really. Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Farina, sweetie, I don't think that was Liney. I think the poor boy is currently traumatized.
Mr. Linney is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Why would he... Like, think about this for a moment. If he was... Why in the fuck would he do the next disappearance in front of a giant stage and a huge audience that he organized? I know I said I was suspicious of Linny, but I don't think that he's got anything to do with that.
Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Yeah, exactly.
This all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this?
I mean, the how isn't as much of an issue here, it's more of the why. Where's the motive?
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Exactly, he's a suspect at most, but not even the prime one.
Please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Huh, she really is just official, isn't she?
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
I hope we get some backstory, because I don't think she's been in charge for 500 years, to be honest.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
Oh god, she's going to drag us into this now, isn't she? We're really going to have to ace attorney our way out of court.
That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
God damn it, this really is ace attorney now, isn't it? What is it? I trust Lenny. For the record, I don't completely, but I do in this situation.
Already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Huh. It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
I never studied law, actually, but I guess I'm doing that now.
The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linny and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Farina and Neuvillette. You have to get used to that.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
I'm more worried about the fact that your assistant is dead.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Not exactly. No motive.
Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
But it kinda did.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Paimon, please! The man is dead!
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Paimon, the man has died! Now is not the time for moustache glasses.
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
Thanks, Lynette, but don't encourage this.
Good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, I'm used to this sort of thing.
Just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Well, Lenny, it's trade secrets or you being acquitted of murder. I'm afraid you'll have to make a call here.
Behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Exactly.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Please tell me you're going to take those glasses off.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're the attorneys now, I
I
guess.
see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell, and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
Yeah, but why would he pull it off on the stage? That would make him so suspicious.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but
Oh, it's going to be revealed now that he had beef recently.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
Or not.
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
But they can also be the most reliable
Sorry,
evidence.
I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record. Then investigate the correspondence. This really is just straight-up Ace Attorney! Use the perception skill to find clues that can be investigated within a certain radius. It is Ace Attorney! God's investigation report. I swear to God, halfway through this trial, Farina's going to come along like, this autopsy report is outdated! Table slam! Bam! Deskun, fuck you! The investigation from the guards indicates that the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowl, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit a crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowl and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remain mysteries. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cowl. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Even the background music sounds like Ace Attorney. Like, come on, there are clearly some Phoenix Wright fans in this working on this game. However, also it's hold on, one last thing. It's also kind of funny because I actually considered playing Ace Attorney before as the next game I wanted to stream. But hey, I guess we can do that after that. And speaking of after, I believe I'm actually going to call it a night here, because I have already been streaming for almost 4 hours, and I have work tomorrow, so I'll kind of have to take care of that, you know. But I suppose next time we will be playing a round of Ace Attorney, and even the music sounds like Ace Attorney. Have I mentioned it already? But yeah, this is Ace Attorney. But yes, next time we will have a case to solve. I will probably be streaming, oh god, never mind, I stumbled into something.
Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Never mind, I walked around too much while talking. I must still... Hello. Hi.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
But yeah, what I wanted to say was I'm going to be streaming more Genshin probably on Friday and going to be streaming Holocure tomorrow. Busy days coming. Hehe. So look forward to those, but I guess now we're meeting Navia first.
Well, you're right on the moor about that one.
Also, she still has the glasses on. Aha, a woman. Yes, my one weakness. Women.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Can't say I have.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Oh no, she actually is a woman that could straight up just kill me.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
Oh, so her mom used to run the place.
Apologies, Demoiselle.
Or Dad.
Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Oh, I have plenty of names ready for you. I mean...
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
Nepotism, indeed. So, you're here to investigate as well, or...?
I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time.
Okay, looks like it was her dad.
Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Finally!
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Never mind, I was about to ask if anybody here has common sense.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archive.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well...
Alright, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Not really, no. It's a little fucked up, actually.
And why would that be?
Yeah, both of these actually, but yeah, it's actually... Yeah, that one's probably more important.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
Exactly.
And if that can be done, boss, then...
Alright, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors.
She likes me! Woo! You know.
I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
God. I am a Geo main, and I have a weakness for women that can actually just kill me in giant swords. So what does the game throw at me? This woman. Glorious.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
She can murder me, but she's still nice. Oh. Oh no. Oh. My poor wallet. It's going to bleed.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
Based.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Well then. So we met wife after all. So we still met wife. That was definitely still worth it. Anyway. Alrighty then. That still happened. However, as I said earlier, I will not be moving around this time lest I run into anyone else again. I'm going to be ending the stream here. And I hope that I will see you all on Friday when we continue our little investigation. Maybe even tomorrow for some holocure if you're into that. But until then, my name was Michael, and I hope you all have a fantastic day or a fantastic night, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye bye! The wiggleless bag, wee! My hair's clipping through my model, well...